Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions. I think I have everything sorted out after last episode. I've got the SWB audio driver is open, so it shouldn't be doing the watermark like it apparently was doing last time because I forgot to open the app even though it's registered and is the only reason that I can actually record the audio from my desktop. And as far as I can, it sounds like I've restarted all my systems, so it sounds like the game is keeping up with me pretty well. So, with that said, let's get to doing some more errands. What do we have? We have Hymca Cliffs, Ore of the Gods, Death's Gorge, the Typhoon, Beastly Trail, and Memories. So 4 of these were available before I did all of the Limberry Castle stuff. So let's start with those. Death's Gorge. Wants a Geomancer. Actually, hang on. Let's go make sure that my characters are ready for these jobs. Okay, so it's not keeping up perfectly, but as long as it's keeping up mostly, that's the important bit. Alright, Demeta. Actually, Lad. You get to be a... Can you be a Geomancer? Where's Geomancer? There it is. You get to be a Geomancer. Okay. And I think that should do for the moment. Alright, back to it. Death's Gorge. Legend has it that in Death's Gorge there lies the hulking corpse of a demon slain in a battle with a god. Over the eons it has turned to stone and might conceal unknown mineral riches. Investigate it, if you dare, Lombell. It's a lot of finder's fees, but okay. So Lad is going. And I'm going to go ahead and send Alicia and Lavian, because those 3 are kind of a team in my head. I'll be gone for 14 days, okay. Go ahead. Then we have the Typhoon. I've considerable information on a wanted criminal named Bevester Typhoon Karst. Karst has been spotted in town and has a sizable bounty on his head. Keep an eye out for him. Pollen. The Typhoon. 11,000 finder's fees. Well, alright. It's not amazing, but... Let's see. Rack apparently is going to be good for this one. So we're going to send Rack and... Let me see... Errol and Serena. We'll send those 3. Will be gone for 13 days. And then finally we're going to go ahead and do Memories. Please deliver my son's favorite food to him on the outskirts of Dorter. He always has chocobo paprikash on his birthday, but these old bones of mine are too weak to take it to him. Old Blanche. Sure. Only 100 gil for this one. Alright, so we're going to send Coldrun, and we're going to send Demeta. And they're going to be gone for 12 days. And by 12 days, I mean 14 days, because everybody's going to be gone for 14 days while I walk back and forth between these 2 cities. Be right back. And here we are. Death's Gorge. We departed Salgidos in high spirits. I might stop reading that part. Our task, to uncover prized ore in Death's Gorge. The stars are always with us from the outset. Because I'm cheating. Sort of. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we uncovered a rich vein. We toiled endlessly, extracting a great deal of ore. Among our finds was a large, peculiar rock. We quickly examined the contents. In it were nuggets of ore with value beyond compare. Oh, thank goodness. Ore inside of a rock. Our fortune could not have been greater. And we got profits. We got 1,000 gil and iron ore profits. So probably not the worth the asking price there, the cost. But yeah, we got to do a job. The Typhoon. Our task to defeat Typhoon Karst. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. While readying our packs, we quickly examined the contents. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. Hey, that one was worth it. We gained 7,000 on that one. Not quite enough to make up the difference with the other one, but eh. You win some, you lose some. Memories. Our task to make a special delivery to our client's son. The stars were with us from the outset. Many a fiend dwelt in the wilderness we were made to cross. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal and either talked our way out of it or snuck past them, because we're a thief and an orator. We made our delivery promptly. We then began making preparations for the journey home. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a prize most generous. But what was it? What was the prize? Gil! Our prize was gil. Awesome. Okay. So for Beastly Trail, it looks like I'm going to want to change jobs somewhere. And let's see, for Hymca Cliffs or of the Gods, where are those going to be showing up in my list here? Hymca Cliffs or of the Gods. Okay, those both want a Geomancer. Okay, so let's go and change some jobs around. I'm really reluctant to change Rack's job for some reason. Rack being a ninja just seems to work for me. But we'll change Serena. Serena gets to be chemist. And then... Oops, not all the way out. Come on. See, can you be a Geomancer? Do you have that unlocked? Yes, you do. Okay. Cold Run, you get to be a Geomancer for a job. Okay. Now let's see what these jobs are about. Hymca Cliffs. There's gold in the Hymca Cliffs. Yes, those mysterious mist-shrouded peaks stretching up to the heavens harbor untold riches, if only someone could find them. Gorgon. 1,500 is really reasonable compared to 13,000. So let's see. Cold Run and Demeta and Errol for 12 days. Ore of the Gods. Legend has it that the God's Veil contains a deposit of ore that puts even Mithril to shame. Worth a look, don't you think? From the very person we're talking to, the Salguidos Tavern Master. Yeah, fine. 13,000. You're ripping me off again, aren't you? Okay. Let's see. Who else? Lad, Alicia, and Lavian. 11 days gone. And then Beastly Trail. I've received a report that someone has discovered a strange new type of plant in the Germanus woods. I would dearly love to obtain a sample, but alas, the woods are home to all manner of monsters. Please go and find a sample of this plant in my stead. Wendell, the botanist. Seems reasonable. The fee is 10,000 gil. That seems less reasonable. Alright, so Serena and Rack for protection. 13 days gone. Alright. There we go. And I'll be back in 13 days. Alright, here we go. Hymca Cliffs. Our task to mine the Hymca Cliffs. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm, because it's mining, and that requires... Well, in this day and age, I suppose in our day and age it just requires some explosives and stuff, but, you know. Eventually we uncovered a rich vein. We toiled endlessly, extracting a great deal of ore. Among our finds was a large, peculiar rock. We quickly examined the contents of the rock. Sealed within was a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. We got the Lance of Longibun? Huh. Interesting. I'll have to see what that's all about. Ore of the Gods. Our task, to search for ore in the Gods' Vale. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. We uncovered a rich vein. We extracted a great deal of ore, and among our finds was another large, peculiar rock. There's a lot of these rocks. Inside was a treasure beyond is that like a feather? Let's see, what is this? Zamato, so that's a sword. Okay. From this day forth, you're a level 6 treasure hunter. Yeah, Beastly Trail. We departed Salgitos in high spirits. Our task, to obtain a sample of a rare plant. Our party was well suited to face the challenges before us. So, I bet I could have done it a little bit better if I'd sent a third-party member, in this case, but... The area was not only home to many monsters, but also battered by high winds. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. We quickly obtained the required sample. We then delivered the sample to our overjoyed client. Sadly, we obtained nothing of note. Nonetheless, we accomplished what we set out to do. No doubt future endeavors will meet with like success. Oh, and less cheery. I guess that's the risk I take of not sending 3 people. Oh well. Alright, there we go. Let's go to the Chronicle. We got artifacts, we got Zamato. The indecipherable script engraved into this enchanted blade identifies it as the weapon once used to slay a demon in a single blow. It is a Tall War-type sword of immense size. Interesting. And the Lance of Longibun. Many adventurers have lost their lives pursuing this spear, said to be capable of piercing solid stone. Well, since we found it inside of a rock, I guess it was. Legend holds it once slew a demon that had seized control of the mortal realm. Probably not true, but, you know. Oh, shoot, I forgot to be doing the follow-ups. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, I gotta look at, I think the Typhoon is one of them, because that's gonna be, yeah, the Typhoon. Typhoon Karst has been captured. We learned that Bevester Karst, wanted for 765 counts of purse snatching, was hiding in Salgidos and quickly set out to capture him. We were aided by a mysterious ninja clad in black, who promptly vanished after we defeated the Typhoon. Witnesses told us that the ninja was none other than the informant who had sold us the information. So why did they need our help? And then we got... Let's see, should have gotten the Sable Swords. You know what? We also did a couple things last session, one of which was Gissel Greens. A party was held at Gissel Greens, an eatery renowned for its fine chocobo cuisine. What precisely the party was for, we could not say, for we were much too busy working to ask any questions. We arrived early in the morning and began preparing food, washed a mountain of dirty dishes, and finally worked to clean up after the party had finished. It was dawn before we were done. I'm so sorry to the people I sent on that one. And then we got... Let's see... I'm looking for... I wish these were in some kind of order that I could understand. Ancient Labyrinth, that's one from yesterday. Judging by its design and style, Master Joshua, who has studied ancient architecture for a half a century, was of the opinion that the dungeon found beneath the Marquis's estate was a relic of ancient civilization. Such labyrinths were used to protect valuable artifacts, and with the help of Master Joshua, we were able to reach its center and discover the ancient wonder that lay within. Awesome. Should look for... Let's see... Lake Monster, that's one. Combing Lake Puskus for lost ruins, we were startled to see a dark shadow moving on by in the distance. Consulting with a scholar learned in such matters, we learned that the lake had been part of the sea in ancient times. He believed we'd witnessed a rare appearance of Pussy, an ancient sea dragon trapped there when Lake Puskus was cut off from the sea by geological shifts. Pussy. Sure. Then we get... Let's see... I think the Sable Swords is one from just now. To combat the theft and violence prevalent during the 50 Years' War, the Salgidos Council created an elite guard made of 15 knights who had proven their worth on the battlefield. This group of black-clad warriors was known as the Sable Swords. It is said they perished after falling prey to a bandit's trap in Death's Gorge, but even today people report sightings of ghostly figures in black. Oh dear. Let's see. We should have the Golem and Raffles Shiva, although maybe we didn't get that one if we didn't do perfectly on Beastly Trail, and A Mother's Love. Those are the three I'm looking for. Watch me move past them 3 times. There's the Golem. Our investigation of an abandoned dwelling just within the outer wall of Limberry Castle revealed artificers' tools of varying design and a golem some 4 sectas from head to toe. The golem attacked and we destroyed it only with great difficulty. You guys didn't report this in the report? Sure, I'd remember that. Not long afterward, the golem's creator, a man by the name of Master Gel, returned. He claimed to be experimenting in alchemical reanimation. Sure. A Mother's Love. We had been asked by Old Blanche to deliver her son, Dinar, his favorite dish, a Upon learning he was slain by monsters that morning, we agonized over how to break the news. On the advice of Dinar's wife, we told her that we had delivered the meal and Dinar was well. Old Blanche is blind and has little time left, but her last wish, to make the dish for her son on his birthday, is now fulfilled. Oh my gosh, that is so tragic. Oh. Again, why didn't you report on this? Yeah, I didn't see Raf Shiva, so I think we probably didn't get the report on it because we didn't perfect the errand. If I see it, if I happen to see it when going through stuff again next time, I'll read it out. But that's which is a shame. Maybe I'll look it up online and read it out that way. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. So, let's move on to Zeltenia Castle. And we'll see what we have to see. Oh, a whole bunch of them again. Appraisal is the first one that I see on my list over here. So, it has recently come to my attention that one of my house's heirlooms may in fact be a forgery. It has been passed down through my family for generations, so this naturally comes as quite a shock. Please determine whether it is genuine. Viscount Lachelle. Reasonable. Oh. We want an orator for this, and Cauldron's a geomancer right now, so we'll be right back. I should also look up where these other ones are from Zeltenia. Okay, so we want 2 orators and a monk for the first round here. Orator. I'm going to make her a squire for the moment. Does Errol have orator? Errol has orator. Errol, you're going to be an orator. And you are going to be your monk self. Serena, I'm going to make you an archer for this round. There's a couple of the quote-unquote skill-save jobs that I think will get us even extra dialogue on things when they do it. So let's see. We're going to do Appraisal, which I just read. I'm going to send Cauldron and Demeta. And Rack, why not? Just 9 days to do appraisal. And then we're going to do dredge work. Now hiring divers. Make your fortune fast while doing enjoyable work. Zeltenia Salvagers Guild. Glad I'm not sending Cold-Run on this one. I know his opinion on the deep sea. Okay, 1,000 gil, that's not bad. This one wants Lad and Serena and Lavian. There we go. Actually, hang on. We're gonna do just Lad and Serena for this one, because this one's got the skill save job. So sending 2 is going to be significantly more reliable, I think, than if I sent 2 on this one, which does not have a skill save job at all. Someone please look for my darling son. He disappeared several days ago. He was wearing a yellow hat, blue breeches, and a red doublet. Lady Vitz, proprietress of the Wayfarer's Lodge. Look at all these reasonable finder's fees. Alright, so... And then 2 samurai to accompany Errol. Ooh, 16 days. That's a high-end one. Okay. And once again, I will be right back. Alright, we're back. And unfortunately, I just looked online and nobody seems to have typed up the chronicle for Raffle Shiva, so... Oh well, we'll just go without knowing about that one. Alright, let's report on appraisal. Yep, high spirits are tasked to determine the authenticity of a family heirloom. There was very little information for us to work with, yet the skills of the squire were somehow a great boon to us. We soon determined the exact value of the jewels. One person can make all the difference. We then made ready to return. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. So we got black materia. Awesome. Dredge work. We departed Zeltenia Castle in high spirits. Our task to serve as divers for the Zeltenia Salvagers Guild. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Archer helped us. I accidentally double-tapped there. It was not long before the sea yielded up to us her bounty. One person can make all the difference. There was ample cargo to be found within the ship's hold. Is it Archer because maybe they're better at fishing? Anyway. One large chest stood out amongst all the others. Breaking it open, we peered within. Inside were bags of gill. Our fortune could not have been greater. Alright, so we got gill. And then missing boy. We departed Zeltenia Castle in high spirits. Our task to retrieve a missing boy. There was very little information for us to work with. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. We then discovered that no such child existed. What? We then began making preparations for the journey home. Upon our return, we were given a gift in What? 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 Okay. Okay. Sure, fine. That's fine. Why not then? Alright, let's go look at the Chronicle before I forget everything that just happened. Alright, first we'll look at the artifact. Black Materia. These stones, developed by the ancient Ceronians, are the result of experiments in storing knowledge within gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. I think it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, so all the materia say the same thing, so I'm not going to read those anymore. Assuming there's more to find. Alright, let's look for... Dredge work, I think, is one. We responded to the Zeltenia Salvagers Guild's call for divers. The guild's operations had been on hiatus since a scandal several years ago, and only resumed as of late. Still, one would never know it from the contract that we were made to sign, even for our short employment. As we worked, we couldn't help but wonder what would become of this guild, surrounded as it was by dark rumors. Oh dear. There's so much stuff going on in the background when you read these things. It's interesting. It's an interesting way to do it. It's entirely optional, obviously. There's a lot of... None of this stuff you have to do for plot. Which is why I'm trying to do these in a few videos that generally don't have anything else happening, so if you want to skip them, you can. But it's also very interesting to read some of this stuff that I never looked into before. 2 more. Come on. Where are they? There. This is the one I really want to see. Lady Vitz, the proprietress of an inn near Zatelnia Castle, lost her 6-year-old son Galua to an accident. However, as we discovered during our investigation, she was convinced he still lived. Oh! According to a doctor learned in such matters, the trauma of losing her son caused the good lady to lose touch with reality, resulting in this errand which we were sadly unable to complete, although she paid us a lot of money for it. Okay, so it's not that the child never existed, it's that the child's dead and she wasn't able to acknowledge that. Maybe we helped maybe we helped her find some closure or something. I'm gonna go with that rather than... Anyway, that... Wow. Okay, so there's one more. Revaluation. Viscount Lachelle entrusted us with a centuries-old family heirloom so that we might determine if it was genuine. Consulting various experts, we obtained proof of its authenticity. However, the Viscount's remark that he loved it above all else led to the dissolution of his marriage while we were away. He seemed to learn from the experience and gave us the treasure upon our return. Oh my god. Okay, don't do that. Don't say you love a Okay, anyway, moving right along. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we have... Let's see. We should have 3 more here in Zatelnia. Let's see if I can figure out... okay, I see where it's going to be. Okay. So we're going to need Time Mage, Geomancer, Arithmetician, and Black Mage is the skill save. We want a Ninja and Chemist. We want an Orator. Ninja, Chemist. Okay. So we have a Ninja. I'm going to go ahead and have Serena be a Chemist again. Cauldron is our dedicated orator when necessary. And then we need a Time Mage. Let's make you a Geomancer. Actually, skill save job is Black Mage, and you know what? Alicia and Lavian are at some point, probably, if I decide to really press through and unlock the Dark Knight job, I'm going to need to master Black Mage, so let's get them some JP on Black Mage. Okay. We are set. Alright, we're on a strait. Long ago, a trading ship known as the Enterprise fell victim to the violent waters of the Rana Strait and sunk to the bottom of the sea, taking its valuable cargo with it. I have a good idea where she sank. Anyone interested might want to try their hand at salvaging her goods. The Tavern Master again, huh? 31. You are not ripping me off like the Salgidos Tavern Master was. I like you better. Lad, Alicia, and Lavian. Alright, 13 days. Go ahead. Zero strikes. So this is actually a follow-up to Zero's challenge at Lionel Castle we did a while ago. I recently received the following note. Please put a halt to this man's plans. Baron Barthundra. My dear Baron Barthandra, I will soon be coming for your precious valuables. 0. Awesome. Alright, so... Brack and Serena. I think you guys can handle this. Whoops. And Nightwalker. A strange figure has been seen prowling the city streets at night. Please investigate and set our minds at ease. A Zeltenia resident. Asking a lot for the finder's fee on that one. Alright. 12 days. Alright, I will be back in a moment. Alright, here we go. Rana Strait. We departed Zeltenia Castle in high spirits. Our goal was to raise the Enterprise, a foundered trading vessel. The stars were with us from the outset. The shoals that had claimed it were treacherous, yet the skills of the Black Mage were a great boon to us. It was not long before the sea yielded up to us her bounty. One person, or two in this case, can make all the difference. There was ample cargo to be found within the ship's hold. One large chest stood out amongst all the others. Breaking it open, we peered within. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. What did we get? We got Mesa's Musings. Interesting to find at the bottom of the sea. Okay. Save 0 strikes. Nightwalker. We departed Zeltenia Castle in high spirits. Our task, to bring to light the suspicious figure. The stars at night were with us from the outset, I should hope so. After the sun sets, the city streets hide many dangers. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Our investigation finally came to a close. Afterwards, we readied ourselves for the road. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a handsome reward in Gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I'm okay with that. We got a lot of Gil. That's nice. That's really good. I'll take it. Alright, 0 strikes. Our goal was to capture Zero, a master thief. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one, yet the skills of the chemist were a great boon to us. Eventually, we emerged victorious. One person can make all the difference. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. We got the Veil of Wuyu. Wuyu, maybe? Okay. Alright. Really quick. Says there should be another one after finishing 0 strikes, but it's not showing up here. Interesting. Alright, let's go read the Chronicle. I'll come back later. So we got Mesa's Musings. The first edition of a fictional novel depicting the life of the savior Mesa. The book is badly damaged, with only the introduction remaining legible. That makes sense. It was at the bottom of the sea. The Veil of Wuyu. The momentous events described in this book, if true, hold the potential to rewrite the pages of history. It documents the life of a woman now all but forgotten. So kind of like what we're playing right now, which is, or at least the framing for the game we're playing right now. Interesting. And then we have feats. What feats do we have? We have the Enterprise. The Rana Strait, located between Ivalice and the Romandan Peninsula, is infamous for its treacherous waters. The Enterprise is only one of the many ships the strait has claimed. Judging from the vessel's extravagant design, it like as not belong to a noble, but there are no records of its ownership and no hint as to why the information was covered up. Let me think. Tactics. This came out around the same time as 7. Is there an Enterprise in 7? Enterprise is usually the name of the of an airship in a Final Fantasy game, but not always. Let me think. I don't think it was in. Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't an Enterprise in 6. I can't remember 5 well enough. There was one in 4, which was sort of. Oh, it was used by Cecil, who was a knight and became king of the thing at the end of the game. So maybe a reference to 4. I know there was also an Enterprise in 2. And possibly 3. Anyway, there has been a lot of Enterprises in the Final Fantasy series. We got Zero's Mark and Umbral Prison. Interesting. Let's see. Zero's Mark. Zero struck again. This time his target was Baron Barthundra, a dealer in art. Unbeknownst to the Baron, Zero had been hired as an assistant at his gallery, allowing him to pilfer paintings, gold, and other valuables undetected. Before disappearing yet again, he left behind a note and a treasure. After ensuring we were not being watched, we claimed the treasure and headed for home. So, we didn't actually beat him, we just, followed after him, I guess. And Umbral Prison. We followed up on reports of a strange figure seen prowling the streets of Zeltenia. We soon spied our quarry, but as we followed him, our surroundings suddenly seemed unfamiliar. The figure was none other than the legendary phantom known as the Black Cape, and it had trapped us within an umbral prison. However, our faith and bravery allowed us to break free and defeat the Shade. Is that one of the Sable, the Knights of the Sable Order that are reported to be ghosts? Possible connection. Possible connection. Alright. It has been 42 minutes of recording, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call the video for now. Next video, we will be doing more of this. I've got a lot of errands to do, and then, and also somewhere along the way, we'll be doing some, side quests. There's some side quests to still follow up on that I haven't done yet. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was just sending people on errands and reading about them. I mean, I had a good laugh once or twice in there, so I enjoyed it. And I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.